Hi, friends. We're back to talking about life, about getting older, about getting older to the point where we don't know if we're going to be here from one day to the next. We're also here to talk about all the good things that's happened, how we've been protected by God and angels. And that's what this is about tonight. It's how I reached this age and had as many accidents as I've had, have as many things go wrong in my life as they have, and how I've actually lost all my money at one time in my life, two times in my life. Yes, two times. One was in the 70s, and one was 1980 during the, 2080, I believe it was, when we had the great stock market recession, when I lost everything on my retirement, and how I built it back up. We won't talk about all this, about how I did this, because the purpose of, or the focus of this is that we're surrounded, you and I are surrounded by so many angels. And I'm not just talking about your guardian angels. I'm talking about if everything goes wrong at once, your angels were there to put it back together again. And it wasn't just one angel. It may have been hundreds, it could have been thousands, it could have been millions that protected you or put your life back together again when you saw no way to pull out of your circumstance. What I'm going to share with you is that I'm not going to share close accidents, which I'll do in another video, close accidents, or times that I saw accidents coming, and right before the crash happened, the car stopped. We'll talk about that at a different time, and no one got hurt. I even called the friend up that I was carpooling with, and to confirm it on Facebook a few months ago. I said, Melissa, she said, you used to call me Lisser when we carpooled. I said, yeah. I said, you remember the two times that our car stopped when a car was going right in front of us that had gone through their stop sign? It happened one day. She was driving both days. I wasn't the driver. That doesn't make her a bad driver. It just says I saw this coming, and I saw the stop sign on the right, and I saw the car stopped, and right within a minute, the car took off in front of it, crossed us, and something held the car back. We came so close I could see. I could actually see the people in the car. Well, either a day or 2 or 3 days later, we were coming back from work. This was in Hardinsburg, Kentucky, and we lived in Louisville, Kentucky. And the same thing happened at a different location. This time I thought we were dead. This stop sign, I saw a person, different car, different stop sign, and he pulls out right in front of us. And in both instances, I said, Lesser, brake the car, and I took my left hand both times, and I turned the steering wheel just in case that would make a difference in us crashing. We didn't crash either time. In fact, the second time I was closer to seeing who was in the car. Now, I didn't know anything about this, about what the angels can do when Jesus sends his angels to protect us. I had no idea what was happening till I read Guidepost Magazine, which is a Christian magazine that was started by Norman Vincent Peale, who's passed away. And I read similar instances. But this time I understood what happened. I didn't know what happened those 2 times before. I couldn't figure it out. No way to. And then in a couple of the Guidepost magazines, it described a similar situation, and the writer said, and the car I was driving was suspended. It did not move while the car passed. What'd you say, Jim? The car she was driving, these 2 authors, the car they were driving was getting ready to hit right in the middle into another car. But their car stopped. It was suspended. When I say stopped, I'm talking about suspended. It didn't move till the other car passed. And then I realized my experience may have been the same. Okay, I've had other experiences. I'll tell you one more, because there's been quite a few. I'm going to write these up in a book. If anybody cares to read the book, which will probably be a couple months. Angel visitations for me, and how I was saved from being killed. I certainly would like your request, and I'll write it down. I'll need your address, of course, or you can send it. I don't think I have my Messenger account fixed up, but my email is jimwortham123@gmail.com. Jim Wortham, JIMWORTHAM123@gmail.com. You just tell me you want the book when it comes out. If you can't send $1 or $2 or $3 for it, I'll send it to you for free. Because God's been good to me. God's restored. He's restored the 2 times I lost all my money. And at this period of my life, I have chosen, and God has chosen, for me to believe that I should give instead of ask for anything. But in these other 2 instances, I've lost all my money. Totally lost it to the point where I cashed down everything. The last time it was about $120,000 in debt. I was running a Christian counseling center that was primarily focusing on helping people get off of drugs, alcohol, and gambling. $120,000 I lost because a lot of grant money was being poured into me for those 3 addictions, and they cut them off. Not because I wasn't good, but because they ran out of money. So I'm going to make this one short. It doesn't need to be long for you to get well, it doesn't have to be long for you to understand a few things I went through and why I want to write a book about all the things, not just these, all the things that's happened in my life. Now, let me, just so you don't think I'm one of these people with a MAGA church on that are creating miracles or praying for miracles or saying people have miracles. I'm not one of them. I'll self-disclose and tell you I'm a licensed Southern Baptist minister who hasn't practiced since about 1980, mostly because of my shyness and feeling anxious and things like that. So I went into Christian counseling. So we're not making this stuff up. I'd be horrified to what would happen to me in the next life if I was lying to you. In the book, if I write one, and I hope to, or after this video. So I welcome any comments, and if you like it, feel free to like it. If you want to become a subscriber, I have over 400, which isn't any great accomplishment, I promise you. When I look at people that talk about God and angels, and they have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. 3,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, subscribers. I don't know how to do that. All I know how to do is just talk like I'm doing and pick up a subscriber at a time. And many times not pick up a subscriber when I talk. So it doesn't matter to me because God has turned my life around so many times that I have no reason to ask Him for money. He supplies all my needs. And I can't add to that, can I? I can't add to that. He supplies all my needs. Thank you for listening. If you want to subscribe, it would thrill me. If you want to hit a like button, that would thrill me. But everything I said is true, okay? It's not made up. It's not scripted. You see, no pages where I've been reading. I send the blessings of God to you. Ask the angels to surround you tonight and every night the rest of your life. Good night.